him. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Tip carry now for Elliott. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Well, good start for him in this one here, the first quarter, and he's now 2 for 2 on field goals.
And I know while the offensive coaches are telling their guys, hey, let's leave the kicker out of it unless it's an extra point, this could pay dividends if this game is tight down the stretch. His confidence is going to be sky high if they need him for a big-time kick.
This will be fielded inside the 5 and able to get this out to the 25. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Hurts. And that is incomplete here.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
He's going to go deep for Beasley. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Dalton Schultz really built on his 2020 when he seized the Cowboys' starting job in 2021. 78 catches with 3rd in the league for tight ends. He's locked himself in as one of the Cowboys' main pieces on offense. They'll go to him every chance they get when he makes first down catches like that.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Running wide side, Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. Third and long for Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. Here's a screen with Gainwell. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Again, a run with Gainwell. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Let's go now.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Elliott is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
From the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Got his man, it's Fehoko. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Prescott, Tolbert hauls it in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Again to Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Throwing, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Prescott now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Prescott to throw on fourth. Sliding out of the pocket. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. The whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Hurts throw here, pulled in by Beasley. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On second down, Gainwell looking for space.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, it's Gainwell.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
It'll be Hurts on the option.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Jalen Hurts
with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
A first down throw for Prescott.
Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On play action, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They toss this out right to Gainwell.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Steps away. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
Well, for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Here's Prescott. And that'll be caught by Fehoko. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott. And this one complete. It's Fehoko. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
Now, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Prescott from the gun. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal, pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Powers through it. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. To throw is Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make it 17-13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So with message received here, no need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. They could throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Let's go now.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. On play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll bring him back within a point. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he'll be out right at the 35. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. Hurts finding Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Smith catches left side. And getting this just shy of midfield, is spotted at the 49. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
On first down, Hurts goes right back to Smith again. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
That one good for 37 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Gainwell going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Gainwell again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Dorrance Armstrong.
With a big-time sack on 3rd down, it's a loss of 7.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Tackle made by Kaiser White. You know he can fly to the ball, and he showed it there.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
On the ground with a tight end. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and goal, Prescott. He's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, That's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
It'll be a gain of 5, and 3rd and 8 now.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as a defense.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the 3rd quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
Lambeau to add on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 27, Hurts. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Here's Hurts to throw.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. Looking to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
They run behind center with Gainwell.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Eagles!
Kenneth Gainwell.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles are able to come into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Play action now, Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott.
Got his man, it's Fehoko. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Throwing, Prescott.
Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A first down carry by Elliott. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
52 yards for him on the ground now. On that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Inside give to Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Running with Elliott. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
The drive starts with a carry by Sermon.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They'll try the left side with Gainwell.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell.
And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On 2nd down and 4. Hurts got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. He hits Beasley right side. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now back to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
2nd and 6 from the 10.
He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
And now here come the Cowboys.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. With that run, double check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott.
To about the 35, 2nd down.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd down, Elliott. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Elliott. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. A give to Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles now
down by a field goal. Just over 1:40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll run with Elliott. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
119 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 75.
And the Cowboys are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense.
They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Cowboys, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down.